An Atlanta toddler has turned a few heads in the last few months because he wears a tiny helmet everywhere he goes. Well, the Fox medical team's Beth Galvin explains why.
Are you ready?
Meredith and Andrew Brazel love their little man Eli, and the 13-month-old loves, well, everybody.
He loves to say hi and wave to everyone. Even when we're in the grocery, he says hi and waves to people.
And the story of how the Brazels ended up here, part of Children's Healthcare of Atlanta's cranial remolding program, begins back when Meredith was still pregnant.
So Eli was breech, which means he was head up.
Delivered by cesarean section, Meredith says Eli was perfect. But
we noticed that the left side of his head was flatter than the right side of his head, and that's associated with him being breech because his head was turned in my body, so this side of his head wasn't able to develop like this side of his head.
And by about 4 months of age, Eli's neck muscles had become incredibly tight, and his cheekbones seemed uneven.
It was almost as if someone turned his face without turning his head.
That's when the Brazels learned about cranial remolding. Children's orthotist Jessica Corso measured Eli's skull shape with a 3D scanner so they could create this tiny blue helmet for him to wear.
The helmet redirects future growth, so it's never anything tight or compressive.
He didn't act any different. He didn't sleep any different. He didn't fuss.
The first day, Eli wore the helmet an hour. The next day, 2.
And you build up to wearing it about 23 hours a day, including sleeping in it.
Meredith says snuggling Eli in the helmet was challenging, as were the comments from some strangers.
People would stop us out in public and say, "Where did you get that? My son needs one. He hits his head all the time."
The back right and the front left.
Eli's been wearing the helmet for 6 months now.
Today he got a scan in order to do a comparison. So the space is where the growth occurs.
Seeing it on the scan, it's unbelievable how much it's helped.
So much that Eli is leaving here a graduate of the program. No more helmet.
Certainly something worth celebrating.
Beth Galvin for the Fox medical team.
And it's great to see he's doing so well. Well, Eli has also undergone months of physical therapy at Children's Healthcare to help loosen up tightness in his neck muscles. His mom, Meredith, says he now has much better range of motion in his neck.